What's up, everybody? Brew Crew Review back with another Jerks, Guns, and Beer. We're going to start a two-part series for shotguns. This week we're going to talk about pump action shotguns. So let's take it away with what we got.
I'll let you kick it off, Brian, with the pump shotgun that you have out here.
First one we're going to do, it's just a standard Remington 870. It's just a pump action shotgun. They make them in several different forms. This one just happens to have the camo on it, and I use it for turkey hunting and sometimes skeet shooting, and pretty much just an all-around gun. They make them for home defense. Other than that, I don't know. I like it. It's a fun gun to shoot. Easy to operate. Just has your slide. Your slide release is under the trigger bar. Your safety is just under here, under the trigger guard too. And then the only other thing I did was I added some fiber optics. I don't know if you can see them. I'll put a picture in the actual review. And yeah, that's about it. Killed many turkeys with it. Killed many clay birds with it. And I think this was actually the first gun I ever purchased when I was 18. So. I'm pretty old now, but yeah, I love this gun. Other than that, what do you have?
Alright, so what I'm working with is very different from the setup that Brian's working with, but it's a Mossberg 500. Mossberg 500 comes in many different forms, sizes, lengths, just like the 870. They make it for many, many different purposes. You can get the Mossberg 500 in a hunting rifle. You can get it in, just about any kind of shape or form you want. This is the pistol grip Mossberg 500 Maverick Edition. I have personally added a ATI folding stock to the top. This is my home defense shotgun, chambered in 12 gauge. It holds 8 rounds down in the tube. Has a heat shield that came with it when I purchased it. The only addition that I put on it actually is going to be this ATI folding stock, and it's a nice addition. I like it. It folds out somewhat fairly easily. You kind of have to activate the one button to actually fold the stock out, but that's it, pretty much fully folded out, and it's a fun gun to shoot. I'm not going to go out trap shooting this gun like Brian may with his turkey gun, and I'm definitely not going to go hunting with it. But it makes great for home defense. It's collapsible stock, makes it easy to kind of throw wherever you need it to go in small compact areas, and it's a lot of fun. I like that it's all, just that flat black material too. So they both have their different purposes. Both pump action shotguns, two different manufacturers. Both of them made in many, many different shapes and forms. I think that my gun's been reliable. I've never had a single misfire or no fire through this gun. How about with your 870?
No, I've never had a misfire. You're never going to have a problem with pump action shotguns. They're just, reliable. You don't have to worry about a cycling problem. You don't have to, they pretty much eat anything you put in them.
They field strip easy. Mm-hmm. I can have this gun tore down in a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm sure the same thing for the 870.
And it's just a reliable gun for home defense. You can't beat a 12 gauge. It's...
And a pump. I think there's something to be said about that slide racking back and forth.
Yeah, some people will say, well, the slide ain't going to make a difference. Well, I beg to differ. If somebody comes through that door and they hear that shotgun slide, that's going to scare them right out the door. But, you have that intimidation factor. But other than that, you just can't beat pump action shotguns. And not just in 12 gauge. You have in 20 gauge, I think 28.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they're probably making them in 410.
Yeah.
So just about, any gauge out there, you can probably find your pump action shotgun that's going to suit your needs or what you're looking for out of a shotgun.
And you can always find ammo anywhere. Walmart, any gun store, pretty much anywhere.
And yeah, I guess that's probably just about it for the shotguns.
Yeah, I think that wraps that up.
Yep.
Next time we'll do some auto-loading shotguns, but until then we'll save that for next time.
Move on to the good stuff?
Yep, move on to the good stuff.
Alright, let's move these off to the side. Go ahead and start us off with the beer.
Well, this time we have Victory Brewing Company Golden Monkey, and is this a?
It's a triple ale.
Oh, triple ale.
Yep.
I'm assuming this is one of their specialty breweries or brews.
I'm gonna be, I don't want to say a little biased, but I have had this beer before. Brian hasn't. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed it the first time I tasted it and still enjoy it to today. So it'll be cool to see what Brian thinks of it. But we'll go ahead and get this thing opened up here.
And while he's opening that, we're going to do the jerky this week. It's going to be from 3 Jerks. This is actually filet mignon beef jerky. We got it online. And the flavor we're going to be trying is maple bourbon churro. But we'll get to that in a minute.
So when pouring the Golden Monkey, it doesn't matter if it's in a big bottle like this or if you have it in their 12-ounce bottle, which you can get 6 packs of. This triple ale definitely has a lot of sediment at the bottom, and the main thing you want to remember when pouring this beer is you want to try and pour it nice and slow, keep the sediment to the bottom, because it's really not the most tasteful part of this beer, and you want to get a nice, decent head on the top of this beer. A wide mouth glass works great, or a chalice cup if you have something like that, but I'll go ahead and pour you up, B.
And actually, I'm one of the people who actually likes the sediment on the bottom of beers. I don't know. My beers don't have to be real clean.
And there's that nice thick head on top. Get a good smell of it, Brian.
Smells pretty good. You said this is what is this, a triple?
Triple ale, correct.
Triple ale. Okay.
Yep, this is brewed in similar styles as Belgian ales.
See if there's anything on the back.
Definitely has a nice thick head that looks like it's going to stay around for a little while. I know it will. Color, it's, I don't know if the video is doing it justice, but you're looking at very light gold, maybe slightly yellowish coloring to it. It's not like a dark gold color, but it's not super light.
Very carbonated.
Yeah.
It says it is 9.5% alcohol. So
Working with some high octane stuff.
yeah, it's good stuff right off the bat. That's pretty good. I like that.
How's your
Very
finger going
sweet
at
flavor. Very clean on the palate. I don't know.
Can you reference anything to like a Belgian style, maybe even like a Bach?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It was a Bach.
Ow.
It does have that slightly kind of spicy, and it's not an alcoholic or hard alcoholic taste to it like the double box or box may be, but there is just that slight spicy liquor kind of flavor to it when you first take a drink, and then it smooths out and is really clean on the back end.
Yeah, this is one of those beers I could really sit down and really get into this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you had a 6-pack of these, you could go nuts. You know, you'd be hammered by the end of the night. I can tell you that much, because it's one of those beers you could keep going back for more and more.
Maybe a little bit of some floral notes, a little bit of just kind of like a floral, flowery type taste you get a little bit, or maybe even that's the smell that you get off this beer.
That's a good beer.
Yeah, I think Victory definitely did a good job with this one. I'm glad to see you enjoy it too. I figured you would, but it's a good beer.
All right, let's get into the jerky. See how this goes. Hopefully it pairs up nice with this beer. Like I said, this jerky's made from 3 jerks. It's filet mignon jerky.
Was that the jerky that was on Shark Tank?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
This jerky was featured on Shark Tank. That's how my wife actually found it for us.
Okay. A huge chunk out of there.
I can tell you this much: it wasn't the cheapest jerky, so hopefully it
I'll let you take that.
all right. So hopefully it's good.
Very soft.
Yeah, it's really tender.
I did.
And this is the maple bourbon flavor. It's pretty good.
This is probably one of the better jerkies we've probably had on here.
Mm-hmm.
It does have it's really sweet,
It's very sweet.
but it almost has like an aged barrel taste, kind of like a, what would you say, almost like a whiskey-ish
Like a
flavor.
whiskey. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Very, very tender. That's what I'm enjoying most about it.
Yeah, you could definitely sit back and chill out with one of these beers and some of this.
Handmade in California. No nitrates, no MSGs.
And it doesn't taste like it has a lot of salt in it.
Mm-mm.
That's one big thing with jerky with me. Some of them are just real high in salt.
It's not even overkill for sodium.
Nah, it's actually fairly low in sodium. Yeah, I think that's a home run jerky there.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going back for a little bit more.
I'm not certain on this. You'd have to go to the website. I'm pretty sure my wife paid $30, or no, 20, mid-20s for 3 packs of this. So, I mean, I guess it's not too far off the mark of anything else. But, you know, if you're getting filet mignon meat versus who knows what the other places are using,
Yeah.
I'd rather pay the extra money for this.
Mm-hmm.
But, what do you think? Think that wraps it up?
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up, man.
Cool. And
Dude, I'm gonna die.
well, if you like our videos, subscribe and like them, and also check out the Brew Crew Review Facebook page. And I think that pretty much wraps it up.
All right, we'll see you next time,
Cheers.
guys. Cheers.